it's nice to have that balance of crazy loud stuff or whatever, and then to chill it right back. It's nice to be able to do both. I've always enjoyed that and admired artists that do that. So
they serve different purposes, and there's no reason to pigeonhole yourself, like try and find me one person who only listens to one band and that's it. It's not a thing. Like we all like different stuff, and they have a time and a place. And I think it's really important to, I guess, let that and let that happen, and maybe indulge in that because it's healthy.
Yeah. So, what's your personal website? I know you got a website for Brightsider. Is that?
Yeah. Brightsider.co. We got a bunch of music up on Spotify, etc. And more and more coming out all the time. Moon and Honey has its own page as well. We've got a couple of songs online. They're kind of my main two at the moment. Other than that, just kind of mixing and recording for a few other artists here and there.
Cool.
And trying to learn drums at the moment.
No, nice. Now that is not easy.
No, I won't be starting a drum festival anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I love a good drummer, and I really admire that sort of talent. And it's how good is it to watch a good drummer in action? It's just incredible.
It's a real talent. It's a real different skill set, from being like this with my fingers all my life. It's your whole body's involved. It's awesome. I like just kind of letting off a bit of steam on the drum kit every now and then, and it's good for my brain. I've been incorporating the new rhythms into my writing. It's really fascinating. I think it's really improved on I guess the ideas that I have to draw on when sitting down and writing. I think any musician kind of needs to have some sense of rhythm, right? So I guess learning drums is a real investment in that.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a good way of putting it. I guess it's kind of interesting. Well, I always found it interesting when maybe drummers decided to, come up front and write songs on guitar and that sort of thing. And I think, like Dave Grohl, for example, would say that, obviously being a drummer, he'd write guitar riffs from a drummer's perspective, and that sort of really helped him, obviously, with tempo and rhythm and that sort of thing. And it's kind of fascinating seeing them switch that role. So
totally, they bring different things to the table.
Yeah,
that your guitarists who don't understand drums or have less of an understanding in rhythms can possibly, it's out there. It's great. I'm all for instrument swapping.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll put all your websites in the show notes to this episode. And before we go, what from a music fan perspective of yourself, I know you're putting the festival together, but what part are you looking forward to the most as a guitarist fan or music fan personally?
Or at the festival?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a big question. I try to not get too invested in attending anything just in case I can't, getting your hopes up and getting drawn away. But man, I'm just going over the program in my head.
Sorry, tough question.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Wow. There's so much going on over the weekend. I think I'm really looking forward to. We've got Lucky Oceans, and I hope this can happen. Obviously, it's pending Jeff coming over, but we've got Lucky Oceans coming down. For those of you who don't know, Lucky Oceans, one of the best slide players in the world, Grammy Award winner, and lives here in Freo, just out of Perth in West Oz. But he has obviously run a radio show for many years. Great speaker, great interviewer, and he's going to be interviewing Jeff Lang. They're going to be having like a bit of an in-conversation on the Sunday morning at the festival. I'm really looking forward to that because Jeff's going to be talking a little bit about his book, which he released not too long ago. But just such an incredible life. And, I kind of like to hear where these people come from, where their inspirations come from, how they've built themselves up to where they are today. You know, that for me is really, really fascinating, because I guess we're all working towards something greater than what we are right now. And Jeff's definitely an incredible musician, one of the country's most amazing guitarist, that's for sure, and has done some pretty incredible things over his years. And Lucky's just such a great interviewer. I think it's going to be a really special session. So definitely locked that one in on the Sunday morning.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's got, sort of a different sort of story, but like you said, we're all aiming for something, but everyone sort of strives to get there in a different way. And I guess that's part of the reason why I started this podcast.
Really?
We're all musicians, but we've all got a bit of a different story behind us, and sort of how we're striving to get where we want to go. It's inspiring hearing other people's stories like yours, and like Jeff's. We can all learn from hearing everyone's stories, I think. So
absolutely, man. That's what songs are too. They're all stories. You got to share them, and you can only help by doing so. Anyone with writer's block, man, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but everyone else who could be learning or gaining something from that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's been lovely to talk to you, Dan.
Yeah, likewise. Having us on the show, man, and keep doing what you're doing. It's a great thing.
You too. Thank you very much. So, stringsattachedfestival.com.au, running in Margaret River from the 8th to the 10th of October this year. You can buy tickets online. I will put links in the show notes. And to put it simply, it just looks amazing, and I wish I could be there. So I'll be there in spirit, and hopefully maybe in person next year. That'd be awesome. I'd love to come over.
Man, love to have you. You fly direct to Busso.
Yeah. Come and check out the beautiful Margaret River. Well, thank you, Dan. Great to chat with you, mate. And I hope it all goes well.
Yeah, thanks, man. Likewise.
Cheers.